Alright, so on this episode of my budget panhead build, I need to sort out these super cheap heads that I picked up, and obviously you're not going to pick up cheap heads unless there's something wrong with them and they need work done to them. As you can see, these panheads have had Evo style exhaust flanges grafted onto them. No idea why, they look so fucking ugly and they have done a terrible job at it. As you can see, it's got a big crack through this side and this side is not much better. But before I go through and blast these things and start fitting them out and doing all the valve and spring stuff, I'm going to cut these Evo flanges off and then weld on some panhead spigots. So this is just a Kibble White freaking panhead spigot. You can buy these from anywhere. These came with the heads off the guy that I bought them off, so he was already going to do it but didn't have the time, whatever. He found better heads, whatever. I've got these now, so in this episode I'm just going to go through, weld these spigots on, and then get these heads prepped up so I can get them vapor blasted, and then they will be off to the machine shop to do all the valves and everything. So let's get going on these things. So all I did to start with, I took out all the studs out of the head just to make this thing a little bit easier to work with. And then next thing I want to do is obviously hack our shitty flanges off so that we can weld our spigots, our new spigots on. So trusty little grinder here with a hammer and we'll get this sorted pretty quickly. I gotta fucking plug it in first. Pretty well broken the whole way through already, so that's all I took off then. But she was ready to go. So basically now that these things are both knocked off, I've got to work out which angle and pitch these things are going to be on to weld back on. Now luckily with this one, it still has the original base there. So I'm just going to grind this down till it's flat with that original base. So then when I put this on, it's going to be on the right angle and shit. So if this is not on the right angle, obviously your exhaust and all that sort of shit's not going to line up. So I've got another set of heads I'm going to check it with, but I reckon that looks factory down there. So that is where I want this thing to sit. So I'm just going to grind that down now until I get down to that seat, and then that'll be pretty well right to put our new spigots in. Right, there we have it. That's pretty well where it's going to live. So start on the other one now. So like, if you're like me and you're lucky to have another set of panheads to sort of check what you've done, all I did to check, I just sort of put this across the flat and then had a look what angle I've got, and then did the same in both directions on these ports, and they are pretty freaking close. So all I have to do now, I'm going to prep all this up around here and get this thing ready to weld, and then I'm going to heat it up, and then we're going to go through and weld these bitches on. I'm not going to bother welding them on the inside. I think it's just going to be super hard and annoying, so I'm just going to put a good weld around the outside, and I'm not going to grind it off. I'm going to leave it there. 9 times out of 10, most panheads have these things welded on anyway, so it doesn't really matter. No need to try and hide it. Righto, so I have these things all heated up now. I've just sort of propped it up so that I can sit my spigot in the right spot. Gravity will hold it there for me while I tack it. Obviously they're a bit tricky, these things. They're sort of all over the shop, hard to stand up. So this is the sort of best way I can tack this thing. So I'm going to come in and tack it in a couple spots, and then I'm going to do our junk run and then clean it up, and then hopefully do a nice run around the whole lot. Fingers crossed. These things might be super fucking dirty. Yeah, we'll see. I'll be dirty if they're fucking dirty. They're fucking dirty, alright. But I managed to get a tack on there. So she's pretty well in the right spot. Let's see if I can get a tack on the opposite side here without burning myself on these fucking hot things. So I'm tacking this at about 180 amps. There's a nice little ding that you heard. Something's cracked somewhere, straight through that weld I just put on. So I'm just gonna go and put another one there. I'm just going to tack this quickly before it goes ding again. So it's not welding too bad, really. So can't be mad about that. So I'm just going to give this a bit of a... So now that it's in the right spot, I can move these heads around. Just going to weld it in sort of 4 bits at a time. I don't have to do it in one continuous run. That makes life really hard. Looks fucking better already. I don't know who in their right mind would put Evo flanges on it. They probably just thought 2 bolts is better than no bolts, but it looks so fucking ugly. So anyway, put my earth back on. I'm just going to do a bit of a run here. Might just do a bit of a junk pass to try and turn it down a bit for a junk pass. Just try and get some shit to come to the surface. And you know what? It's pretty clean. Didn't really have too much going on there. But I'll turn it up on this run and put some fill wire in there. I think I'll weld at about 160. Tacks are usually a bit hotter so that they sort of really burn in, and then turn it down a bit for the main run. Junk pass really makes a big difference. That just welded so nicely just because I got all the shit out of there before I came through and put filler wire in there. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but that has turned out super nice and strong. You can really tell when you're welding it when it's getting a good weld. There's no crack in the weld, it's a nice pool. So that had all the good stuff happening. So I'm going to do the opposite now. The opposite of where I just welded that, I'm going to weld it next. Almost burnt myself then. So I welded it there, so I'm going to weld it here next. There's a good spot. Just like that, I reckon. So same thing, I'm going to go through junk run and then clean it up and then come through with some filler rod. So turn it down for a junk and then up for our freaking run. Once again, that was really quite clean. So glad for that. Wire brush, turn this up a little bit. Go 165 this time, and it's about a 300 pulses per second. Yeah, let's do it. Quite nice material. I think these Kibble White are made out of like proper welding aluminium because that welds really quite nicely. So keep doing that until we get the whole way around. I'm going to do that on both and then we'll come back and have a look when we're done. Alrighty, I got these things pretty well all welded up now. I managed to get a pretty nice weld over that. It all fused really nicely actually, and I was able to get heaps of heat into it. I just ground this top little bit here because it looked a bit funny, and I've polished it, but didn't bother welding on the inside like I said. Usually it doesn't need it, so I got a nice weld on the outside, so I'm not worried about that, but all lines up super nicely on both heads. This one's the same. Like I said, I got a pretty decent weld around that. So I don't see them going freaking anywhere. Sweet, so that is the heads for my pan all sorted out pretty well. I still have to get all the valves and everything done. Needs new guides and valves. I don't have the tooling to do that yet, so I'm going to my buddy's place today. We're going to do some vapor blasting. We're going to vapor blast these heads, make them look super, super nice. And then I'm going to get these to the machine shop and get all the valves and shit done. So I'm not really sure what I will be doing on my pan next. It'll either be something with fixing up the frame, or maybe I'll get started fixing the gearbox case. But as always guys, I have a link in the description if you want to help me out and buy a shirt, support the channel, help me put up my new shed. It'd be much appreciated, and we'll see you on the next one.